Hello, welcome to session 20, 30, 40, 43,
42.
42. God,
44.
I'm not with it. Fucking
I
a number
of
of Eyes of Saemyth. We're getting straight back in with a recap. Whoever does the recap gets inspiration for the session. At some point, I am going to do a quiz, and whoever answers the most questions gets the inspiration. I will fucking do that.
This is my moment.
For now,
This is my
no. For now,
my
we are going to do the normal recap until I can plan that shit, because I've got to plan that in advance. So, who's doing the recap this week? Yeah, how could I guess?
Lav wants to win the quiz next week, so she's practicing.
I've done it like 3 times this past couple of weeks. No, you have. We'll come into the quiz, and I will not know a single answer. It would just you fucking
You're
wait.
gonna crash out if you lose that quiz. You're gonna crash out. So
fair
bad.
warning. I was that kid that never studied but got good grades.
Yeah,
just so you know,
I know. You're a burnt out theatre kid. Fuck you.
Yeah, same. We shake hands, Odie.
It's recap time! Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Eyes of Saemyth. It's me. Did that pick up on my mic? Anyway, last session, the party fought 2 undead foes. I feel really bad because we watched the episode last night of their names being mentioned, and I know it starts with an S.
Lord and Lady Saemyth.
Saemon?
Saruman.
Samos. Lord and Lady Samos. They kind of kicked our asses a little bit. Lyre kind of banished one of them into the plane of God knows where, while we kicked the ass of the other one. After dealing with our foes being trapped in a locked room for however long that combat went for, felt like forever, but it was really fun. The party looted the facility where we found a few little items, including some dust of disappearance that was very quickly consumed by one Duncan and Sinza. We found out that Duncan also really enjoys trying to get with the youth in terms of like the language, which I thought was really, don't look at me like that, Dex. And fuck's sake. What did Lyre find? Did Lyre find anything of interest? A bag of sand that he wouldn't give to Sinza. We also discovered that not only does Caden's empath emotions, he could feel them, but he also carries over the emotion. So that was really interesting. After leaving the... After coming out of the I was gonna make a really dark joke, but I'm not gonna make it because we're recording. After coming out of the temple, I think is what it was. And so like the land, they basically kind of like facilitated the island per se, which is why the crypt, which is why they were angry at us. They were angry at the Lycan because we were basically like infecting their space, basically. So they were kind of like, get off my island, and we were like, no, we'll fight you. This is going really bad. I'm really sorry. I'm not expecting any inspiration from this. The party had a campfire session where Duncan had that wasn't that last episode. No, Duncan and Lyre had a conversation surrounding Lyre's book, something that hadn't been really shared with the party, had been kind of whispered in hushed tones, and Lyre revealed what he had done and his sense of shame towards it. There was also a few conversations surrounding Duncan and his, I guess, feelings towards certain things, and more on his void-woken nature, as well as a conversation between Sinza and Lyre that revealed what Sinza had done to get information to assist Caden. I think that's everything. That was really bad. I'm really sorry. God, that went for 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. I think, yeah.
No, it was good. Yeah, that was pretty much it. You did have like a kind of the sit down, and right at the end of the session, Cain was thrown into this kind of black and empty space, where the only thing he could see was a sword, and Ymir's name on the blade was beginning to waver. That's exactly where we are starting out. Cain. The sound of the world has faded around you. You are in this black, empty space. The only thing you can see, Cain, are yourself and your sword. And as you stare at the name upon it, the last one inscribed on the metal, it flickers, as if the carving isn't quite there. Or maybe it hasn't made up its mind. You're not sure. You are left in silence for what feels like far too long. The all-encompassing quiet is peaceful, but unsettling. What do you do?
So there's nothing around me. I can just see the sword.
It is black for as far as the eye can see.
He's gonna sit down next to the sword, and he's gonna very carefully check all the other names, just to see if there's any kind of wavering, any movement on anything else, even previous ones.
Roll me a perception check.
Is 19 plus 8, so
Obscene. Okay.
Obscene.
27.
27. Yeah.
You kind of thumb over the other names, and they are carved deeply. There is no movement. The metal's not changing. But as you kind of run your thumb over Ymir, it doesn't feel like there's a carving there at all. It feels like smooth blade. You can see the name, but it doesn't feel like it's actually there. And then you see her. And you've seen her a few times in your time, but it's always jarring. You are one of the few mortals, or once mortals, who have seen the divine in this manner. The huge headdress with a single painted-on eye, red on yellow wood. Hundreds of decorated tassels trail down from the sides of it and rest upon an invisible floor. Her body is small comparatively. Hands about the size of that of a 10-year-old or so, maybe a little bit older, clasped in front of her and completely robed in green. She is impossibly pale, much like you under all that fur. The pressure in this space begins to double, then triple, the air around you thickening with the intensity of her presence. And Saem stands, more accurately floats, about 10 feet away from you. She does not need to open her mouth to speak, but her voice still echoes to you. Cain, echo of the second era, my high arbiter. What do you do?
Cain will, with the pressure he's feeling on top of wearing heavy armor, he doesn't want to drop. He's going to very slowly kneel, because he doesn't want to drop to one knee. He wants to be very respectful, so he will hold his ground and then slowly kneel.
Do you say anything?
Lady Saem, why would a name carved waver when none have wavered before?
Your directives are changing. It is not like me to change my stance on matters of mortals. My word on the cycle is law. But 𝘏𝘪𝘨 comes to me, begging that a child of hers should not be your target. A figure appears next to the visage of your goddess. A young woman, long, dark hair and a few streaks of grey. Pale skin, relatively thin, and clad in pieces of what looked like homemade armor. Her typical Asimov markings are similar in colour to Myrrh's, with a dual split pupil typical of someone of her species. One of her arms, the gambeson sleeve, has been torn off, and is a deep purple and coated in thick geometric patterns. She's staring at the floor blankly, a still image rendering of her presence before you. 𝘞𝘰𝘮𝘭𝘥. This child, poisoned with the antimatter. Her name is still born on your blade. I am still making up my mind. But she stepped upon a path of isolation. She sees herself as a tool for creatures beyond mortality. The creatures I sent you to end. She did not know of what she truly was, and bent the knee to something she could not comprehend the consequences of. 𝘏𝘪𝘨 tells me this has changed, that mortals feel something known as regret. This is not something I understand. The choice was made, the path laid out. If it was simply order that had come to beg this mortal, then it would not have been my decision, but that of the divine order. But my children, enter, shepherd of death, they tell me she is not ready. She is not destined for this path, and her divulgence was written into fate, but her death was not here. The path she walked surely would lead to anger, to monstrosity. Like you, my bloodhound. I will seek to assess Cain. Her name will not be removed. Not yet. But 𝘏𝘪𝘨 demands a chance for redemption. Mortals are insignificant and foolish creatures, but this does not mean they are incapable of change. Your other targets remain. Seek those you travel with to aid your cause. They are tied by fate long before the fall of 𝘏𝘪𝘨 of the static. This fate cannot be changed. Yours is now tied with them, all of them, beyond my jurisdiction. Seek me when you know. I will decide them based on your verdict. I am arbiter.
And if I find Duskweaver before anyone else, before any judgment or decision is made,
indeed, I will make that decision when the time comes.
understood, my lady.
You are thrown violently back into yourself as you are sat at the campfire with the sword laid next to you. For the rest of you, Cain sort of blanked out very briefly, maybe for about 5 seconds or so, and then suddenly jolted in his seat, as if almost like getting shot by something. He was kind of bolted awake, snapped out of it.
You okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit of a long day and talks with Sam.
Like just now, or like you need to?
Just now.
Oh. How was it?
It was different than conversations I've had before. Apparently your former associate may have a chance at redemption.
How do you mean, sorry?
I don't know, but her fate is no longer set in stone as it was. He's reading everyone's expressions very carefully, mainly Sinza and Lyre, because he knows they both have opinions about her.
You've felt Sinza's emotions before in the past on this, and it's been guilt and regret, and it is still guilt and regret.
I do not know this person. I only know what I've been told and what their fate should have been, and I am to be that final verdict.
Can you get a cocky sense from Lyre? Almost competition. As soon as you said, I'm to decide her fate, that's when it kicked in for Lyre.
So, Sam is undecided on their choice? Is that what you're trying to say?
To put it simply, yes, but this hasn't really happened before that I know of.
Okay. Why the sudden change? Why to take her off the sword?
I don't fully know the reasoning. But getting some of your opinions would be welcomed. He's definitely looking towards Lyre after feeling that.
My feelings on the matter are confused. Ymir made a choice and it hurt. But I try to see the good in people. I want to understand why they did it. Why they made those choices. And from the heated conversation that we had, they said that it was for us. Because we didn't stand a chance. against whatever it was. But they are also connected to the White Wolf. And I don't know a whole lot about them, about the White Wolf, but what I do know makes me uneasy. Ymir lost a lot. We've all lost a lot, but they were a broken person when they were with us. Gilded in the armor of someone they'd lost. I just want to know why they did it.
To live longer, Sinza. It was to live longer. It was her goal. There's nothing else about it, really.
What are your... You voiced your opinions to me on this.
Yeah.
Briefly. But Cain doesn't know any of that.
What exactly do you want to know about about Ymir, Cain?
I wish to know your opinion on the matter.
She's a traitor. She broke my heart. She was family. I would have done anything for her. I planned to do anything for her.
And you'll see Lyre reach into his bag and pull out his book and throw it at your feet.
About 7 pages in.
You begin to see details on warp, curses, extractions, how to remove it, the recipe for the potion that we have to like control warp and stop it in its tracks. There's even a small paragraph of Lyre stepping between warp and the World Weaver and becoming a conduit to hold warp at bay when he ascends.
She was the first person to look at me and see me. And it was all a lie? She doesn't care. Her goal ascends above everyone else. She proved that. And now she has regrets. Her fate is changing. Her fate stays the same if she ever crosses my path again.
Do you not fear that she's becoming what we saw in that House of Mirrors?
I have no doubt. I felt that the second she betrayed us. So my feelings towards her are anger, hatred, betrayal, and heartbreak. Her name should stay on that sword.
But it's not. And I know your opinions on the gods, Lyre. But unfortunately, they live in this world with us. They hold power over things. A high arbiter walks among us. One who speaks in line with the gods. I want to believe that Ymir had reason. That perhaps the White Wolf had some hold over her. That her connection with whatever she made a deal with had something. And I know she I know how much she meant to you, Lyre. And I know what she did hurt. But I implore you to hear her out. Please. If not for you, then for me. To understand. To allow her that at least.
I will be cordial if we ever cross. But if she moves, I will not hesitate. If she acts, I will end the sentence. I will not strike first, but I will strike last.
Is there anything else you need, Cain?
Not for the moment. But it is good to hear your opinions on the matter. It will take a while, I think, to decide this matter.
The night begins to cool down, and the four of you have laid down to rest. You do not feel it necessary at this point to have to take watches. You can if you'd like, considering Cain doesn't sleep. But at the very least, the night passes, you will take a long rest, if you have not already.
Long rest time.
Eep.
Ape.
As the morning kind of picks up and the light catches over the scattered islands of 𝘏𝘪𝘳𝘏. And those of you who do rest wake. You can hear kind of seabirds flying overhead, crash of waves underneath you, around you, mostly. The morning is yours. You hear the gentle clatter of the boats against the dock as they're kind of knocked into it.
I just realized
You're immediately traumatized at the concept of the boat.
Oh no. No.
Jade's immediately like,
Game on! New spells.
Dude, my HP. Oh.
Is it back to normal now?
No, it's back to normal, but I got a little boost because I put my stats in con.
Ooh, she tough.
Rap, still can't hit though.
Can't relate.
you remember you were offered some things for when you got back. Mordhouse and Mirrors have both offered to provide you with some things if you had managed to do this little outing they'd asked of you.
Mm-hmm. Am I feeling any pressure anymore, or is that now like Gonskis?
Hold on.
Nice.
Duncan, you're already prepping the boats by the looks of it.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck this place in particular. When you guys
Duncan's
wake
had
up,
enough,
Duncan's already at the boat, just being like,
Hi, Duncan. How are you this morning?
let's go!
Oh, okay. Lyre, do you want to ride with Duncan this time? I'll go with Cain.
No, me and Cain, it's a healthy balance.
Can you please go with Duncan?
Cain, can you get the boat? And I would start walking towards the boat.
Sinza,
Hi. How are you?
want
Good
to
morning.
come with me in the boat? Are you feeling that bad?
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Then we will treat this as exposure therapy for your fears. And give you a pat on the back and walks on. You said no. You said no. It's your fault.
Sinza is mumbling under her breath. Get in the boat, Sinza.
Get in the posters.
Sinza is standing before Duncan, and she's kind of got like a hands clasped in front of her, and she's kind of twiddling with her thumbs. Hi, Duncan.
Hello there.
Fine.
You ready for the experience of a lifetime?
I've had 2 of those experiences so far, and I'm hoping that third time's
Then there's time for the third.
Okay. Since also hasn't had her tea in 12 hours, so let's see how this goes.
You probably would have made some in the morning.
No, it wasn't
No.
mentioned.
It wasn't. You probably would have made some, but yeah.
Lyre fucking sends a shifts halfway through the boat ship and just jumps on Duncan.
You know, that'd be so fucking funny.
DM, I forgot to put it here, but I did have it. And this is very important to what I want to do. I'll tell you when it does come up, though. Can I? I'll send you a message.
I trust you. I trust you.
Oh.
You shouldn't.
That's terrible.
I shouldn't, but I do.
Am I about to get hit in the face with a fish? Like, what the fuck? What's going on?
No. So, are you getting onto the boat?
Yeah, Sinza, again, she gets in and she kind of puts both hands on your shoulders very sturdily as she sits down. No dex check.
You might need to for this. So, Sinza, have you ever heard about the high tide?
A tide? No.
He's pushing the boat away from the dock.
Yeah, you're all beginning to part with a little bit of, Duncan very easily does so. I mean, so does Cain, honestly. It's just kind of using the oar to push yourself away from the coast.
Can I ask
I'm gonna
my own, visuals, just really quickly, how far apart are we in terms of, like, boat? Like, if I want to jump ship...
You two are touching knees, because you're both fucking massive.
the other boat,
and
how far are they
this boat is
from
not
us?
that big. Cain, the other boat is...
The other boat's lopsided.
Yeah, a little bit. But at the very least, they're maybe about like 10 feet or so from you
Okay.
at the moment,
Cool, I can
as they're
jump that.
beginning to depart.
I'm gonna
Take the boat down with you, but alright.
I'm gonna take the oar.
Captain
I'm gonna
goes,
set it down in front of us. Let the current take a little
you
bit.
can keep, like, paddling. That's fine. You look tired. You want me? I will happily.
Don't worry, I got this. As I'm going to
Oh
cast
my god.
gust of wind
Oh.
to propel us into the direction.
Wait, Toby, are the defenses
No,
down?
the defenses are not down.
Okay.
No. So it's you are
Duncan doesn't know
now
about it.
suddenly. Both of you are kind of knocked as the wind like pushes down one side of the boat, and you begin to speedboat across the water, and then hit the rapids that are protecting
God.
your side,
Oh my god.
and you take off.
Oh my god.
I need both of you to make your dex check. Dex, what's up?
For flavor, I will use a spell slot for it, but I wanted to use my the spirit guardians to have the flock of ravens and have one just deliver a letter to Mirrus and the others that he probably
Okay.
wrote out during the night because they're not far. And just while he's doing this, it's just to like let them know they're leaving, wish them well, and it's just like okay, they can let the defenses down, and then just slowly turns around to this happening.
As they fucking take off. Sinza, the second the boat takes off, you roll off the back of it.
Oh my god.
You effectively are like sat in the back of the boat, and as it kind of propels forward very suddenly, you do not go with it. You just kind of eat shit off the back of the boat and hit the water. Thump. It's like hitting a brick wall at the speed that that had taken off. Duncan's just gone.
I don't think Duncan's noticed. Are you having fun?
Sinza, I need you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom?
Wisdom, please.
Dude,
Worth it.
this is my worst fucking nightmare.
Oh boy. As you hit the water, it's almost instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Instantaneous. As you feel almost suddenly very disconnected from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you are stood on top of the water, looking at your body that is very much not your body at that point, as suddenly there is this skull that is like raising out of the water and beginning to swim.
Oh!
And it is chasing after Duncan.
Oh!
Duncan
You see,
has
like,
no
all six
idea.
legs are beginning to climb its way through the water.
Duncan has no idea. I don't think Duncan's ever seen this before. Has Duncan
No,
seen
Duncan's not seen the Lycan. Oh no, you would
In
have
the
seen
fight.
the Lycan. You saw it during the executioner fight.
Mm-hmm.
this? Okay.
It's still very unpleasant to see suddenly a skull and six legs are making their way towards you.
Yeah, I'm gonna see like Duncan's like, oh, I'm having a great time, Sinza. Are you having a Sinza? Sinza? Oh, shit.
You want
How
to
do I
keep
make
that
this
gust of wind going, because otherwise you're going to slow down and it's going to catch up to you. Duncan's just tossing out gusts of wind.
Are you heading
That are
towards
kind of
Maris's
pushing the
island?
Lycan back. Yeah, they are heading towards Maris's island.
Oh no.
Cain and Lyre, you can see this shit happening in the distance. Now they've made quite a distance in front of you.
Should you do something about this?
You know, I would. But, one, I'll sink to the bottom of the ocean here. Two, I think this will be a very important lesson to Duncan moving forward.
Oh, you're that kind of fucked up. Okay.
I have faith in both of their abilities, and especially after assessing Sinza.
Star Rocket, just keep swimming and get the fuck away from me, but keep
You
swimming.
can see the moor, the teeth are opened, and you can just see two blue eyes through the moor, dead set on you. It is awful.
You're doing a great job. Just stay the fuck away from me.
Sinza, weirdly enough,
Mhm.
just real quick, weirdly enough, this is the first time you have seen what's going on whilst you've been in your Lycan form.
Oh, she's learning.
Ooh, okay. I'm still gonna tear him
There is a
from
level
Liv.
of control that you are present whilst you are a Lycan, so you can still see what's happening. You don't have any control over what the Lycan's doing, but you can see it.
Oh shit, okay. That's fucking cool.
So the Lycan is piloting your body, and you're like a separate entity now.
Ah! I don't know.
Are you going after them?
Yes!
Assumedly.
Yes! Yes!
You're almost like floating above the water, so you could just kind of sprint after them.
Mm-hmm.
As if you're running on solid ground.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a really, really weird out-of-body experience watching Duncan panicking. And you're like, that's me, but it's not me. You know, it's...
Just having a moment of
Odie.
Sorry, Odie.
How far are we from the island, out of curiosity? Just so we have a...
Which one?
The one they're headed toward.
Like 100 feet.
Okay. Lyre's gonna look at Cain. I can get you on the shore.
Sure, I can be there waiting for them.
Yeah. Where's my spell? There it is. I'll let Duncan row forward 10 more feet, and then look at him and say, "You might feel a little sick after the shift, but just
Okay.
get over there." And Lyre's gonna flick at you, and you're gonna vortex warp 190 feet onto the shore.
Ooh.
Oh, your whole stomach fucking overturns when you land. It's just like,
he can land on me if he wants. Like if I'm just trying to get it, like, oh.
Lyre, because you are fighting against rapids, I need you to roll me a strength check. Oh, let's go with athletics. Let's go with your athletics, buddy.
My athletics. I need you to know there's an instant reaction to this if it goes poorly. I need you to know.
It's a wonderful +1.
Yeah!
Oh! You are hyper-focused on getting through the rapids to the point where it's like it's a lot easier for you to balance the boat when it's just you on it.
There's just
because it's no longer
geometric patterns
lopsided,
going through
it's
Lyre's
just
head. He's
flat.
finding the waves and like moving with them.
You are making your way without masses of trouble. It's still taking you some time because it's quite a heave. But you are getting there. Cain, you're on the shore. You see Duncan approaching rapidly, and Duncan doesn't look like they're slowing down.
I'm gonna stay there and put my sword on the ground and wait for him to get the sword. This is a lesson for him as well.
I don't think Duncan's paying attention to you per se. I think he's paying attention to the fucking T-Rex chasing after him from behind. So it's just like, don't worry, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Oh, that's land. Oh, that's land.
Duncan, I need you to roll me a d20.
How do you snap your spine? You have 20 options.
That's so fair, dog. I deserve this.
You're an experienced captain. You see land, and because you're quite close to the shore, you're able to kind of dunk your hand and the oar underwater and act it as a brake. So you slam it into the floor, like under the water, and you're able to kind of do a sharp kind of right turn before you hit the shore. But the Lycan is still very much approaching its speed. And now you've stopped. And you realise just how fucking fast the thing is swimming. Slapping the oar on top of its head, just like, fuck off!
Like that guy in the Cobra cage.
I know it's Sinza, so I don't want to be a dick, and like, I'm fully ready. I think I'm just trying to keep her at bay, just like, like with a...
As it kind of climbs onto land, it begins to kind of growling. Cain, what are you doing?
How close is Sinza now to Duncan? Like,
maybe 10 feet max. It's
I
closing
will
in.
try and drop a calm emotions just to start with, because Duncan's still learning his lesson at the moment.
What save is that?
That is cost. Oh, DC 16 charisma saving throw.
Sinza, make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma? Oh, fuck. What's the DC?
16. I don't think you're beating it.
No, I'm not.
That is a terrible fail.
Wait, can I use my inspiration? No, joking.
You fucker. Don't you fucking dare.
As the Lycan is kind of enshrouded in this, what's that puff of pinkish smoke? And the eyes kind of go from this really bright blue to kind of dulling slightly as the growl fades. And it just kind of looks at you, Cain.
What about the hunt?
I didn't catch that.
What about the hunt?
There'll be a time and a place for the hunt. but not this one. You've had your fun.
It settles itself down, rests its head on its paws, feet, legs, hooves, as it kind of rests down. And Sinza, you are suddenly being like dragged as if somebody is pulling you on a rope back into your body.
Sinza just allows it. She's not fighting this at all.
The transformation is because it was sudden, not comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
As you are kind of brought back to yourself in front of Duncan. Duncan's the first time you've witnessed this. Lyre is still very much making his way. He's almost there. But yeah, you appear after a little bit of time on the shoreline.
You fuck. You fuck. I fell off the back of that fucking thing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Sinza. That was my bad. I could have sworn you were still... You learned how to swim.
It knows how to swim. I most certainly don't.
It knows how to swim. This is the first step. I think I pissed myself, but that's fine.
I want to spear tackle Duncan.
I'm not stopping this one.
I'm so
on you,
proud.
buddy.
And I'm not stopping the next one either.
It's great. Not tackle. It's great.
Lyre, as you finally make it to shore, you see Sinza on top of Duncan after having fucking spear tackled him.
She just chops him in the throat and then gets up.
Is she eating him? Cain,
Is
she eating him?
No.
Okay.
No, she's fine now. It's just Sinza.
Good. She's getting better at that. Fine.
You're doing okay.
I'm smart. I'm not strong. That's a lot of waves.
Well, you did pretty well then. I don't see many mages. Like
Okay. Fine. Oh.
Duncan stops playing dead and just looks over. Lyre, you did a strength training thing. I'm so proud of you. It's the shock finally getting back to him. You're so proud of you.
Do you want some water, Duncan?
Oh, I got enough of it.
Okay.
She was gonna drag you back into
I was
the
literally
ocean.
gonna fucking say you can fucking
That
get it
would've been
yourself.
so hot.
Fuck you.
Question, Toby. If I look around, is anyone watching this go down?
Doesn't look like anyone's outside currently. At least
thank
not from
God.
this distance. You can't see anyone.
He'll look to Cain. How are you feeling after transporting quickly?
That was a... Well, I felt like my stomach was in my chest, to be honest with you.
Right. Stomach.
But not too bad. I think it's something you need to get used to.
Yeah, like an illusionary stomach, or
No, my actual stomach.
okay, sure, yeah, totally. So what are we doing?
I'm gonna go see Mirrors.
Sinza, you're drooling.
I'm gonna fucking get him. I'm gonna fucking get him. I'm gonna at least expect.
Would you like an Icarus?
Yes, I would like that very much.
He appears at your feet, just starts like rubbing up against
She's
your
like
legs.
holding him. She's like, "Hi, buddy. Hi." He's like, you know how you hold a cat and they're like dangling down. She's just holding him. Yeah. Let's go talk. Don't what house?
Well, don't shake him like that.
He does that little paw thing. He does.
This is Lav talking.
I'm gonna talk to Mira some
You
more.
hear like a out of the cat as you give him a bit of a wiggle.
Aw.
But he just kind of takes it. Like
He's
his
a
tail's
long
going.
boy.
Hold him. Put him on my shoulder like I did Turnip and hold him there.
He's got loud purrs and everything going on.
Aw.
He turns into a scarf and just kind of wraps himself around your neck.
He goes
and
limp.
dangles.
He's just hanging out.
Right. So you all. Well, you've noticed that Cain's already wandered off. Cain's already head off into the island to go and
I'm
speak
so
to
tired,
Mirrors.
man.
I'll go give Duncan a hand getting up.
Leave him.
Come on, old
Leave
man.
him. Let him pick himself. I mean,
He's part of the team now, Sinza.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
since it makes her way up, she kind of jogs to catch up with
fiddly.
Cain.
As he pulls Duncan up, Lyre's going to look him dead in the eye. Duncan, she will kill you.
And though
Not
thy
playful.
proud.
No.
No.
This isn't playful. She will kill you. Dead.
And I die proud but in fear.
Better. And Lyre will start walking.
Cain, as you draw close to the house, you see Mordhouse's outside. He seems to be he's put something over an open campfire outside and is cooking it. It's like a little stove, almost, that he's set up outside, as if he'd prefer to cook outside. Perhaps it's something that he's used to, despite having plenty of a cooking setup indoors in Mirrors' house, as if he's been expecting company. And his head turns as you begin to make your way down the path. He smiles in your direction, waves. I received your letter. Master Mirrors is in prayer.
Right. Well, we don't mind if we join you for the morning then?
Not at all. And he kind of gestures to you to come and sit by the fire. I'm sure he'll be out shortly. He's just
Well, that's fine.
You know how vampires are.
Aye. Mostly stubborn.
He is one of the few that knows how to protect himself from sunlight. And yet he still doesn't like it. And he kind of pouts. It seems like he's brewing some kind of, it looks almost like a creamy, kind of pale brown mixture in a small pot over the fire. And it smells faintly herbal. Some kind of tea, perhaps. You're not quite sure. As he's kind of giving it an errant stir and prepping some cups and things on the side. Are your friends joining you?
They should be here soon.
I assume Duncan and Lyre are making their way down the path.
Since they're just like dripping wet.
Sinza's
Just
still
soaked-
kind of dripping wet
soaked
and
fucking
panting. He's just kind of like sits down. She's got Icarus around her neck.
I think he looks at you like, I didn't take you for a swimmer.
I'm not. It's funny how that works.
Mr.
Well, they
Duncan
say,
likes to push fate a little
therapy.
bit.
I see. Well, I hope it wasn't too extensive on you.
Like Duncan says, exposure therapy.
He kind of nods as if he's like, yeah, it does work, but this is not the way to do it. As the other two of you begin to kind of make your way over. You can see two of them sat outside with Mordhaus. And he smiles to both of you. Master Lyre, Mr. Duncan.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I assume that your excursion went well.
Yes. No casualties, luckily. The graveyard is cleared up. And that pressure is gone. Though Sinza could probably fill you in more.
I could feel the change.
Good.
Would you like some tea while we wait for the master to return?
I would love some.
As you take a seat, and he provides each of you this chai, this kind of faintly spiced herbal kind of mixture, and begins kind of you begin talking him through what you did while you were there. He pouts a little at the concept that the Lycans had been waking up the spirits inadvertently. They knew that the curse had persisted post-death, but they didn't know to what extent. And he kind of sits back in his little chair. Right. Well, we'll keep that in mind moving forward. I hope not many of the dead were disturbed.
There was a fair amount disturbed.
They were handled swiftly, I assume.
As swiftly as we could. We will have to consider cremating most of the bodies from this point forward to be safe.
I'm sure that can be discussed and arranged. In terms of payment, I know Master Miras told you that we would offer you what we had. We don't need to often tend money here, but we do have some, and he sits it next to him on the floor, quite a large bag that kind of jingles as he puts it down. I also believe I offered you something, Master Lyre.
I mean, only if you have time.
I don't see myself as being particularly busy.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I've been thinking about what to teach you. I think I've come up with something.
Yep. Lyre is like a kid in a fucking candy store right now. He's like trying to hold in his excitement, but it's noticeable. Cain, you're giddy.
I cast calm emotions on myself.
Counter spell. I'm kidding, Dex. Don't worry.
Where's Icarus? Where's Icarus? Come here.
Icarus.
Oh,
Buddy.
Long.
He's giddy, so
So
he's
long.
picked up Icarus. He's like,
You can see Cain kind of smiling, and it's weird.
There's this look up where he's like, just drop.
And it takes maybe about 20 minutes before stepping out of the front door. You hear kind of the tapping of a cane on wood and on stone as Miras makes his way out. Mordhaus stands, makes his way over to help him, and brings him over to the fire. And you hear him kind of mumble, it's warm. As if he wasn't expecting the fire to be on, and he can't see it. So he's like, oh, warmth. As he sits down. Your letter to me, Cain, was informative. Thank you.
Just something brief before we headed back.
I assume you've told Mordhaus
The details I have.
And has he paid you? I'm getting there. I've put the bag down. None of them have taken it. Okay, we're supposed to give it to them. Oh. See, he kind of looks between you and is like, who do I give it to? Who offers their hand? I can see the Ymir and Jade going.
Duncan is a pirate. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Money.
Lyre will look around, and if no one does, he'll hold out his hand.
I don't actually do that.
Duncan slaps your hand away.
Ymir,
Get
yeah.
away from the mic. Oh, what happened to me?
As he places it in your hand, you kind of take a look at it. There's not as many coins in there as you would expect. There's about 40 platinum. That's the best they could offer you.
That's crazy.
Remember to add that to your sheet. Yeah.
Just to save time, Lyre will disperse it amongst the group and break it
10
up. So
platinum each.
10 platinum each, kids.
Ooh.
I can almost afford my thingy.
I suppose with that handled, we best get on to your training, Sinza.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Duncan. What's up?
Do you by chance have a need for nightshade? Hypothetically speaking, if I came across a great amount of nightshade, did you need some? How does Glenn do this? Right, hold on. You want some nightshade?
Mirrors kind of pouts. Mordhouse looks concerned. And you see Mirrors is thinking. Like he's kind of staring at the floor. Yes, I could do with that, actually. I can make use of
Hey, here you go.
that. As you unroll your bedroll, and there's this
That's right.
fucking mountain of nightshade that suddenly rolls out of it and onto the floor. It's kind of starting to wilt slightly. It's almost like petrified as you've kind of rolled it up and flattened it in some capacity. Mirrors obviously can't see that. Mordhouse is staring at it like, Master Duncan, why did you put that in your bed?
Well, you see, I was in a bit of a spot, and there was a whole bunch of it, growing on graves as they normally do. And I was like, this would be a perfect place to put nightshade. And I remembered this time around to not sleep in my bag when there was something questionable in it.
Maybe don't sleep in that at all until you've given it a thorough wash.
Okay. He's not going to.
Like I said, Mr. Duncan has a tendency to tempt fate.
So it seems. And Mordhouse kind of stands, pops off briefly, returns with a pair of gloves, and begins to kind of gather it. Place it into a small kind of pouch. I've gathered it for you, Master Mirrors. Thank you. Yes, I can make good use of that. Thank you.
Great, cool. I'm going to go fuck off.
Mirrors puts his hand in his pocket and then pulls it out to offer it in your direction. And he walked away.
Oh, shit. Let me fuck right back in. Now I'm going to fuck back off.
He's placed 10 gold in your palm.
Hell yeah.
That's an awful lot of money for Nightshade. But, Mirrors
I'm
can't
a
tell.
drug dealer now, guys. Watch out, Grim. I'm coming for your title. We're going to cook.
Cain, I'd request that you oversee Sinza during her training.
I can do that.
can't imagine you're loose for time, all of you. You seem to have places to be and people to see, so we shan't be keeping you particularly long. Mordhouse, how long do you think it would take for you to train Mr. Lyre? A couple of weeks, maybe, if unless he is a particularly fast learner. Do you consider yourself to be Mr. Lyre?
I'm ambitious.
It's good. It'll work in your favor. And Mirrors kind of nods. We have a couple of weeks. Let's see how much training we can get done in that time. I will try and give you some methods so that you may train on the road.
That would be helpful.
There's a fly.
Did Mirrors just catch a fly?
Yes.
Just Cain, and it just goes in the eyeball and then flies off.
No.
I'll get it.
Doesn't blink.
We are going to do a little bit of roleplay in regards to this. But Duncan, before we get onto that, what the fuck are you doing? You just wandered into, like, the brush.
I'm doing Duncan things. I
Like,
don't know. Looking for spices and herbs if there's any.
He's looking for soy
roll me an
sauce.
investigation check. Or
Those brushes
not
better not be
investigate, let's say
sticky.
nature. Let's say nature check.
Oh, yeah, but I'm in nature.
Oh, you can feel it. You tell us.
Oh, no, don't. Cain can feel it. Please don't.
Okay, a 13.
Not the fire.
The brush around here is surprisingly well kept. Probably tended by Mordhouse or just left to the elements for the most part. You're able to find a few kind of herbs that you'd be able to use in food. Growing wild. A couple of odd-looking mushrooms.
Okay. I hate it here.
I do too, buddy. I do too.
I'm just gonna eat all these mushrooms. Fuck it. We ball. I'm joking. Fucking we ball.
As you're kind of hopping around and picking shit, the next couple of weeks, both Lyre and Sinza are going to be undergoing pretty intense training. Lyre, Mordhouse has is doing most of his training on Mirror's Isle with you, whereas Sinza, you are usually training where you participated in enrichment time a few days before. Mordhouse spends his time teaching you dances you did not know of. Blade singing in different ways. There are almost different styles of movements that pertain to different spells. He tells you that the spell he is attempting to teach you is not necessarily difficult to cast, but it is definitely a necessary one for someone who travels a lot. And knowing that you are far travelers, definitely, that perhaps not always you will have the comfort of somewhere safe to rest. This will provide you with one. As he spends the next few weeks teaching you how to cast Tiny Hut.
Hey, okay.
I would like you to make me 3 Arcana checks. And we'll see how this goes. If you roll a nat 20 on any of them, you'll get advantage on the next 2.
Okay. $12.
Your first few days, you are struggling to get the footing right, but it's still you're still making progress. It's just it's slower than you would have liked. And Mordhaus is a patient man.
Okay.
Seems to be fine with you making mistakes. That is part and parcel of learning. But you are making progress. It's just slower than.
Okay.
Next, I'll check. Significantly better. As you're beginning to pick up the movements and be able to cast it at a faster rate, you're not having as much trouble as you thought you might when you were first starting out. You're breaking it down, sexual style, as you fucking are able to get the placement of your feet correct. It's now just channeling the right magic, being able to tear it effectively using the correct threads of the weave. He's teaching you how to acknowledge which threads are what school. And you in turn are teaching him about how you're able to see or manipulate threads of things that are not necessarily tied to a school. Your cipher interests him. Roll
In
me
what
your
way?
third check. Roll me your third check. Oh, close. Coming up to the end of this almost 2-week period, I'm going to add it to your character sheet.
Thank you.
You are able to summon this 10-foot dome that seems to almost like blend into the environment around it. It's warm. It's safe from the elements. Something you feel will be useful when you turn to the ring. Where somewhere that is particularly cold, this will at least kind of keep the cold off you. And even then, the weather on Sif is back and forth. You get periods of torrential rain. At least this will keep you dry. You've noticed over the course of these 2 weeks, with, I'd say, your passive investigation, that he has been watching your hip while you've been moving, whilst you've been practicing this spell. Kind of leaning back on his cane and watching you with interest, but he has never said anything to you in regards to that.
Okay. When the 2 weeks are up, and it's like just before we finish, Lyre will stop mid-cast. Just turn to look at him. You've been staring at my dagger.
It's quite the statement piece.
Something I've made myself. Bits and pieces of victories the group and I have had.
You can understand my hesitance when my master is a vampire.
I do understand that. If it does help, it's not something I hide. We have a contact back in the city of Violet Gold who is also a vampire, and they were quite impressed. So it kind of varies on individual to individual.
I hold no special feelings towards this item of yours, but I can tell that it is tethered in an interesting way.
It took some time. It was the
I
first.
can see the knot.
You can see it.
I've been teaching you of threads. It is a trait of blade singers.
That makes sense.
I can see yours too.
Does he have a thread, Toby?
He does.
Okay.
When you focus and kind of stare at him, you can see this kind of very faint white, almost like fishing line between him that moves out of his chest and then floats off into the nothingness. And it reminds you of when you were tied by 𝘞𝘪𝘮𝘮 to the roof. You saw yours and that of your weapon, and he tied the two of those together manually.
Right.
His has no ties on it.
Yours is white compared to my blue and gold.
Back when, prior to my curse, I was something of a domain in Kavik. I learned healing magic mostly.
Right. Understandable.
I'm sure Katya's probably bored you to death with those sorts of things. Is she not?
I haven't really taught the training. It's kept me busy. I haven't really seen Katya at all. Much.
I'm gonna roll an insight check for him.
Oh no.
As he kind of looks at you. Ah, that's how it is, I see.
What?
I did not know you auntie could blush. You're going a little red in the ears, boy.
Lyle will adjust his hair over his ears. I've only spoken to her once. She's very nice.
Once is all you need. But make sure to stay in contact with her. I'm sure she would feel similar, perhaps.
I promised I'd write to her.
You can see this kind of gentle smile on his face. Young love, you know. I was married once.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I know this feeling well. And he smiles at you.
I don't respectfully I don't know how to feel.
Understandably, you are young.
She is, and her eyes are with her smile, but I don't think it would end well.
What's the point in loving if it ever ends well? At least then you love someone. And hey, it will take time to get to love.
Like I said, I've only spoken to her once, and I stumbled over every word.
Then speak to her more.
I will. When we have time.
There is always time. He kind of claps you on the shoulder. Chin up.
Thank you for the weeks of training. I'm sorry I didn't get it right away. But your style is much more solid and defined. Mine's more chaotic.
Yours is the sea, mine is the land.
Would you, like to see something I'm working on?
I'd be most interested.
All right. Lyre gets very wide-eyed, and he pulls out his spell book and he places it down, and he like crouches, expecting Mordhouse to come down to him, the old man.
As he kind of squats.
Sorry. So you know the spell. Summon elemental. Earth, fire,
I am
water,
aware of
air.
it, yes.
Okay, so stay with me. What if I made a weave elemental?
Elemental made of magic.
Yeah, what if I kind of like tore a hole and pulled the weave elemental from it? I've been working on it.
You see him kind of smile and then chuckle somewhat. Well, I mean, you could certainly try.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Have you tried?
Not yet. I can do it now.
You can try. I'll see where you're going wrong and see if I can help. If you're going wrong at all.
Got it. Lyre gets very intense, as a hyperfixated boy does. Let me look at this spell. Okay. So this spell usually takes a component of air, a pebble, ash, or water. Lyre doesn't have any of those because the weave isn't that. So Lyre's going to unhitch his trident and take a stance. And he's going to run the point of his trident along his middle finger and get a drop of his blood onto it. He'll spin his trident and sort of jut forward as if trying to stab something. And as he extends his arm, his other arm will come down and place on, and a brace and a harsh strength comes from Lyre as he begins to push down. And you start to see a whole tear in reality. And he will just keep trying to push.
Mordhouse is watching with interest. And he opens his mouth and says something, and you cannot hear it. And then you realize you can't hear anything. As you are tearing this hole in the fabric of this plane, the only thing you hear distantly, there you are.
Shit.
Something has noticed you. As you are reaching into magic itself, the god that made it can see you.
The god that made it.
Aces. The creator of refined magic. The spell is still continuing. It's not stopping you from doing so. There is no extra resistance. You are just aware you're now being watched.
Mordhouse will see, since no one else is here, Mordhouse is going to see Lyre pause. And the struggle of trying to tear this hole open comes to an instant halt. And he'll see Lyre's head look directly into the portal. This tear in reality. And Mordhouse will see a smile. Like someone challenging a god.
And Lyre will push the hole open and reach in and grab a bit of the weave and pull out an elemental.
It is maybe about 8 foot tall. This creature that looks almost like it's made of fabric. This iridescent white figure. Slim, like a humanoid with elongated limbs and a plain, featureless face. Roll me a perception check.
Oof.
Okay. You swear as you look into this rift, as it almost like knits itself back together once this elemental is in your plane. You see an eye, and then another, and another, and another, and there are eyes for every school of magic, and all of them are watching you. Then it's gone. And stood beside you is this fabric-like entity that kind of turns its head to look down at you, almost like a mannequin, kind of crooked, and it is pulsing with magic. It's almost a headache to stand next to it. And Mordhaus is staring at it like he's never seen anything like that. I won't lie, I didn't think they existed. Servants of Asus on his plane, perhaps.
No. This one's mine.
Well, he is now. Or it. What is it? As it kind of tilts its head back up towards Mordhaus, and then looks back at you like, is that my target?
No.
It just waits.
I'll sort of just like walk around it, looking at it, studying it.
All of
Are there
the fat
any...
makes up its skin is constantly shifting.
Lyre will look at his finger. That's still bleeding a little bit. And if I can add a little bit of flair to him, Toby, if you don't mind. Lyre will just sort of rub his finger together and get a little bit of blood.
I think it needs a little bit more of me.
And he'll tap his finger against it, and these gold and blue pulses of energy will begin to flow through him. So he's not just a magic being, he's a bit of Lyre as well.
Its form shifts as you give it a part of you, just to make it yours. And it takes your shape. It is a blank-faced gold and blue figure, sparkling, iridescent still, with this fabric-like skin and hair and flesh, and it turns its head to look at you. It is still obscenely tall, but it looks a little like you.
I'll have to think of a name for you.
It cocks its head at you.
Thank
I
you.
don't think they have a concept of names, these sorts of things.
Yeah, but I kind of have this personal little aesthetic thing where I say blade song and then say a name and do a spell. It'd be cool to call on him instead of just saying summon elemental, you know? It could be like Weave Walker or Blade Song, Hector, you know?
This one is certainly going to stand out from where it came from now. Like you, I assume.
Well, if he goes back to where he came from, he'll be a bit of a thorn in the side of Asus, a reminder of his Vi.
No wonder you're tied to the weave through different means.
The first no mage to get magic.
He
By his
looks
own
at you
accord.
with this kind of curiosity, but it's not like shock, it's just interest. You're making strides then, Mr. Lyre.
I'm trying.
Who knows, perhaps you'll bring back blade singers. There are very few of us left.
I'll teach it to those who want to learn. I'm not scared to share magic.
Last I knew, somewhere on Sif, I would not be able to tell you where now that I've spent many years here. There is still at least one monastery.
Of blade singers?
He nods.
Interesting.
Something to look for. If you wish to learn more, then I can teach you.
Duly noted. Question. In your travels before you came here, did you ever head down to remind me the name of Caden's Grove, out of curiosity?
𝘞𝘭𝘭�12.
𝘞𝘭𝘭𝘭𝘭, thank you. Did you ever travel down to the 𝘞𝘭𝘭𝘭𝘮? Can you guys stop giving my elemental a backstory, please? I see you in the side
We're
chat.
talking about Lizardon and his current divorce he's going through.
Yeah,
okay,
what
it's
the
been
fuck?
really
Oh,
hard
okay.
on him.
I thought you was okay. My
kids.
apologies.
She took the kids, man.
He pouts. Many years ago. Many years.
Well,
Yeah, it's still run by Angus, isn't it?
no. Angus, does that ring a bell?
Yes, that's Caden's father.
You knew Angus?
Did, very briefly. My few travels through Enclave. He was a good friend of those of us in company.
I traveled with his son.
Never knew he settled.
2 kids. Boy and a girl.
Ah.
She runs the grove now.
Oh. Has he retired then? I suppose I should too.
In a sense.
I hope he's doing well. Send him my blessings.
I will make sure he knows.
He smiles.
But-
He seems comforted by that.
But, if you ever stop by the 𝘞𝘭𝘭𝘭𝘮, ask for Avi. Say Lyre sent you. I think you two would get along really well.
I'll see. I don't often get to leave Briasai.
Understandable. Thank you for this. Genuinely.
Glad we do. And he kind of, again, claps you on the shoulder. Almost like, fatherly figure. You did well, son. Like, yippee.
I'll turn to the giant 8-foot plasma weave. You can go home.
You watch as it kind of turns its head. It draws a line at the side of its hand, and it just effortlessly creates this rift. It just steps into it, and it weaves itself back together until there is nothing left in its trace.
Under his breath, Lyre will just say, I knew you were still watching.
With that, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get on to Sinza's training. And also find out what the fuck Duncan's been doing for the last 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Oh no, this is a really long shit.
Duncan's been
How is it?
shitting for 2 weeks.
Probably. It's been in the
Duncan's
bush the
been
whole
fucking
time.
trying to micromanage his crackhead crew for the past 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Fuck me.
Valid.
Stop them from eating Grim. We'll be back in 10-15 minutes. I'll see you in a week.
Bye.
Right, welcome back. So, we're going to get straight back into Sinza, Cain, and Miros. So for the past 2 weeks, you've not seen much of Lyre, because you've not really been back to Miros' homestead over these past 2 weeks. Sinza, did you tell Miros about what you had discussed?
This is what I was planning on doing. Is like at some point when the comfortability becomes a little more friendly, Sinza will like very casually just ask them about it. If anyone's ever tried it.
The training itself is quite mentally taxing,
Mm-hmm.
and honestly quite physically taxing as well. You're having to effectively force change between Lycan and you. That sensation of being disembodied gets thinner every time. The more you kind of keep hold of yourself whilst the change happens, you're being taught how to let it out of the cage but not let it in control fully, so that you can sit side by side with it rather than it shunt you out of yourself. So that you can direct it, give it places for it to go. It's not always necessarily going to listen to you, but the more you become comfortable with the concept of what it is and why it does the things that it does, why it hunts, why it acts the way it does, this separate entity that you've come to know it as becomes almost like a companion, a very tentative companion, but a companion. Something that you're beginning to understand. It seeks adrenaline. It seeks a rush. It seeks blood. It seeks something to eat, something to run after, something to get its energy out. It feels like a cage of bees that when you have to when it lets out, it is a lot of very angry bees that have a lot of energy and nowhere to put it. And you can direct that energy, but you've got to coax it to do so. It will still require wisdom saves for you to keep it in check. And it may still act of its own volition to some degree. It is still its own living, thinking creature. To the point where Miros tells you, you are not one person. And despite what you may have been told, you are not half a person either. You are two people. People is a strong word, but you are two separate things sharing the same body. It is not you're both taking up too much space, too little space, that you equally take up the same amount. You are both crammed into a space too small for the two, which is why the change is so violent. There is only one driver's seat. One seat at the space of the front of the car, and you are usually the person driving. But when the Lycan takes that spot, the Lycan doesn't know how to drive, doesn't know what direction they're going. They will see the nearest living object and use that as a beacon to move towards, be it friend or foe. It does not see allies the way that you do. It will see allies in its own kin, much like a wolf will see allies in its own pack. your humanoid companions, it will see as targets. I'm sure you've probably experienced that before.
1 or 2 times.
It is not something to be afraid of.
I've always been scared of hurting those I care for, I guess.
The more you are able to influence how the Lycan thinks, how it targets, the more it will start to see your allies as its allies.
My own pact.
To the point where it won't attack them on sight. I assume Cain has explained his situation to you.
I know of the agreement with Psalm and the undead nature, but not much else.
Cain, he gives you a brief kind of look in your direction and then back. Because he is not living, the Lycan cannot target him. Because I am not living, the Lycan do not target me. Lycan struggle with vampires, or specifically thralls, because they are not quite living. But if there is enough of you to consider them a target, then it will still be able to latch on. If you did not consider Cain an ally, it may try and target Cain. If you were fighting a vampire that wanted you dead, and you considered it an enemy, you could influence the Lycan into seeing it as a target. But on its own, it's almost as if they're not there. It's part of the reason why Cain has been so necessary in the management of the Lycan side.
He's a great asset from what I've seen. He understands the curse, how the Lycan work.
It used to be just me. I'm glad it's not anymore.
You can only imagine
He
what it's...
kind of rolls his arm up. You see one hell of a gash across his arm. What else did that? Sometimes it does not always work. But Cain has an air of him that is different to mine. Unlike Cain, I still need to breathe. I still have something of a beating heart. But Cain has been in this state a lot longer than I have. And his is... And he looks at Cain as if like, how far can I speak on this matter, or is this something you want to say?
We're not in agreement. Just, it's fine to speak.
His is powered by something not of this plane. It does make him susceptible to certain things. A loss of magic will kill him.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand.
He again looks at Cain.
Sinza
As
is
if
now looking at you, Cain.
He said all that he can, and is like, whatever you wish to speak on the subject, if at all, it is yours to say, not his.
The nature of my undeath is very different coming from Psalm, and leaves me susceptible to certain magics much like where a vampire would be susceptible to other things in the natural world.
Like what?
Have you shown her the stone?
What?
He will take off the chest plate to show her.
Embedded in the center of Cain's chest is a almost like obsidian black stone. It's kind of roughly carved. It looks as though somebody has punched it into his chest and it has fused to his skin. Similarly to the one on your bottom.
Yeah.
But it is black. And there are sort of these tendrils of black that have spread throughout underneath the skin around the area around it. In the light, as it catches it, there is kind of a hint of purple. It is and blues and other kind of tints. It's a very pretty stone. It has very little significance to look at in terms of what it means to you. Mira's kind of gestures in the vague direction. Somebody targets that, and there will be no more Cain. Think of it as his heart. It's just a little bit more open than yours.
Okay, there's a very quick spike of fear, and it feels like it's a fear of losing something, of losing someone else. And where she's kind of like sitting, you see her kind of like shift in her seat. But she's looking at you with a blank expression, like she's taking in the information.
Sinza, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
17.
Okay. You take note of the chest plate that's now kind of resting on the floor next to him. And the front of it is reinforced. He clearly has put in the effort to protect this fragile aspect of it. And, you know, it's got a couple of scrapes on it. It's an old chest plate that's in many, many things. But nothing's ever pierced it. Nothing's even come close to it. This is the only thing keeping Cain going.
Does it look of like a magical nature though? Or I only ask because I've seen Cain kind of like will it the armor. He's kind of willed it out of existence before. So I'm wondering if it's of like an illusionary like I guess nature. I don't know a lot about magic.
There's no visible magic on the armor itself. Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Don't fuck me.
You get the feeling that the willing it out of existence is magic.
Okay.
It doesn't stop existing.
Mm-hmm.
It just shifts.
Okay.
That object, Mira's points kind of in its general direction, is generally the reason that Lycans do not see Cain as a threat. It doesn't have a heartbeat. It doesn't have a pulse. It doesn't flow blood through the body the way that most mortals do.
So the stone, I guess, is Cain in a way?
Yes.
I don't like talking about Cain in the third person when he's here. But
It is information specific, I think, that you, as a Lycan, should understand. As this is information that the rest of the Lycan here understand. There are Lycan on this isle that could kill Cain instantly. They need to know what they can and cannot do, and what that Lycan of theirs would be refrained from doing. We cannot afford to lose Cain.
No.
Psalm certainly can't. She is a fickle god. I say that kindly as he looks at Cain again. She's blunt. Her word is law. She's very black and white. There aren't really any grey areas when it comes to mortality. I am a very special case. If Cain goes, then so do I. Psalm will not have mercy on me.
Has Psalm ever shown mercy on anyone else? I don't mean that to disrespect you at all, but has there ever been any other cases?
He looks at you, Cain.
Very, very few cases. All with their own unique context behind them.
In your time, Mirus was the only case. But you knew of the times before that other High Arbiters have experienced, and they had one or two cases, maybe each, in the hundreds, potentially thousands of years they were in her service.
And has she ever been open to requests?
It is not something said lightly.
The fact she's even considering removing Ymir's name from the sword is unheard of. And that's only because another god is vouching for her, and her own children are vouching for her.
What if it was a breeze?
Cain, roll me a religion check.
That's an 8.
An 8. You're not sure of Psalm's relationship to the Bruce. Psalm tends to be at arm's length with the majority of the Divine Order. Their business is their own business, and they keep it that way. If there is an overlap, it is held in council with the Divine Order. So all of them would participate in debate over what to do about that. And usually, Psalm wins. Because it is Psalm's territory.
Since just looking at you with puppy dog eyes, Cain.
What feeling does Cain get from Sinza?
The adult expression is a little bit of desperation, and the kind of childlike expression is like, you know, a kid who really wants something, and yeah, hope.
You feel a very strong sense of doubt from Mirus.
Sinza, I get the sense you have something on your mind. Been talking about a request.
You notice that while Sinza has been speaking, you can see the kind of glimmer of that pink stone in Sinza's hand. She's kind of thumbing over it. I have mentioned him to you before.
You have. But it is a request, so you must speak it.
If I ask this request, I don't want you to view me as Sinza, as the child that you knew. The relationship means nothing. He deserves it. A chance.
Cain, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Please don't do this.
24.
Ooh.
24. You feel a disembodied feeling. No one around you, but someone's feelings. And you feel anger. And the overwhelming, almost like righteousness, like how fucking dare you. But you hold steadfast in your mortality. You ground yourself with the feelings present around you, rather than this one coming from distant, from somewhere. You have a feeling Psalm is trying to tell you something. That Psalm's made a decision. For now.
There have been many that deserve second chances, but we don't always get them.
Then offer me some hope. Then offer me some hope. I lost everything, Cain.
Mirrus briefly opens his mouth, shuts it again, and is looking to the side of you, Sinza, and then looks back more closely towards you. It's a morbid hope that you'll be going where he is supposed to have gone. So eventually, we'll see each other again. Unfortunately, people die.
I can't offer you hope. It is not in my nature, nor Sam's. If anything, my duty is...
I can't keep losing people, Cain.
You think I don't lose people? You have the privilege of feeling remorse and guilt. I no longer have that privilege to have that proof that I have loved someone. Everyone around me has that. They can wear it like a badge of honor, while I must question it every single time I lose someone. Do not speak to me about losing people as if you are the only one. I'm not trying to be cruel, and I would offer hope if I could give it to you, and I wish I could give you that hope. I can't right now.
Sinza, grief takes time.
I know.
Don't rush it. There are very, very, very few who get a second chance. A quick and lucky drawing back the spirit when they've just departed is few and far between. Many mages are not capable of such things. And it happens too often you draw the eye of the goddess of mortality. You draw it when fate has already told them that is their time, and you draw the ire of something you really don't want to mess with. Trust me, I feel her watching me every day. I would not want that for your friend. Do not let grief fuel what you need to do. Grief is proof that you have loved somebody. They are very similar things, if not the same.
I just want him to know he was loved.
And you're proof of that.
You are living, breathing proof of that. Do not throw away the chance he may have given you. And as much as this may be on the nose for someone who was missing quite a chunk of your life, do not live in the past. Being stuck to things you used to have will not let you move forward into things that you will.
From the memories that I do have, I've spent so much of my time trying to reclaim those memories. And every day that I'm here, I feel like I've wasted my time. That wanting those memories, those pieces of me, that a side of me is it even worth it? Would I even recognize myself?
No. No, you won't. No, I will tell you that brutally honestly, that who you were is not who you are now. Because your new experiences have shaped you into something different. Not worse, different. Who you are now, you may be entirely different. God above knows that so am I. So are most of the people upon this isle. So are most of the people upon Sif. Who you were as a child is not who you are now. You are young. You have a lot of time. And by the sounds of it, you have a lot of duties that need to be fulfilled. whether it is you or someone else. One strike of bad luck should not change who you are.
Experience is what shapes people, like you said. But I've made some stupid decisions.
He kind of gestures to himself. I gave up being mortal. Many people would say that's a stupid decision.
But all that you're doing for, she gestures to herself, people like me.
I've made myself something new. I'm different. I'm not who I was before I died. I'm sure that version of me would not recognize me now.
We seem to shake hands on that experience.
Exactly. And that's why we are doing what we are doing. And he kind of places his cane on the floor. And so we keep going.
Before, she kind of looks to Cain. What is Cain looking like right now before I ask this thing?
Probably the same as usual. He's very focused on conversation at hand.
Okay. Before we get back to me wanting to pull my brain out of my skull, I wanted to ask you about the 𝘏𝘪𝘨.
As much as I may know on her.
Has anyone ever tried to meet them halfway? I'm not sure if that's the right way I'm putting it.
Did you find her?
You said something to me when we first got to this isle that made me think. She was showing me memories. What if I could try and breach hers?
Nurse's face stiffens. He gives you kind of a long, hard stare. And for the first time, he's looking almost directly at you.
Oh, no.
I will say this as a warning. It is doable. You do it here. Everyone on this isle will die. You will bring her straight to them. You try it somewhere else. It is your head. But if you are willing to do so, I may be able to teach, or at least give the materials to the wizard. It will require your input. There is a chance that you may have yourself brought out of your physical body, and that you will face her alone. That's something we are willing to try.
I'm only trying to...
I'm dead.
My intention is to find her location.
You will have to overpower her. It is doable, and I believe you could do it. Perhaps that is me being hopeful. Perhaps there will be a way that we can bolster you. The companions you have with you. A way that they can assist you even while they are not there. Even if you get a shred of and they pull you back out.
I don't want to be stupid and do this because I'm I don't want to make a stupid decision. But
Roll me an intelligence check. Okay.
Ooh.
You remember what Duncan told you when he stepped out of that water. That he projected himself into the astral sea.
Hmm.
Duncan is capable of projecting his spirit into another plane.
Okay.
Perhaps this could be manipulated. Perhaps something around that could be adjusted. So that you could attempt to find the line between you and follow it.
Mm.
Lyre is capable of seeing threats. Perhaps he can find hers. Perhaps he could learn to cut her off.
From me?
The cipher. Cut her off from magic.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
And Cain, who is
Fuck.
undetectable to Lycans. You have a party of people here, all with skills that would help you benefit this.
Yeah.
But it would be dangerous and beyond your head. If something were to happen and it wasn't to go well, it could quite easily cost you your life. Or even worse, more of your memories.
Use the siphon.
A siphon of all things. Damn it.
I'm begging you, come and talk to Lyre about that. I swear to God.
I know.
Let's see how
Yeah,
that
he's gonna be like,
conversation
"Oh,
goes.
I want to talk about the
Is
siphon.
that-
Yes, I want to talk about it.
No, it's useful all of a sudden.
Oh, so now you need me.
Hmm.
Like-
Whatever you want to do, I just beg that you do not do it here.
No, not with that warning.
As powerful as many of the Lycans here are, they are children of her. And what's the parent going to be like?
Terrifying.
Yeah. You can try.
Cain, is this a stupid idea?
For the most part, yes. But I'm not going to completely dismiss it. If you want to put some more thought into this, talk to the others, plan it out. You can see where this idea can go. But at the moment, yes, it's a stupid idea.
Does anyone know where she is? The DM's gone, so sorry. Tell me, Cain.
Tom!
Tell me, Cain.
Tom!
Where is she?
My goddess! Like-
Your tether has been cut.
Isaac jumps up as the DM.
Isaac, tell us.
I can cut it. I can see the thread. Let me cut it.
Yeah. Snoop, snoop. Steal her rug.
How long has she existed
Break
with
her
you
house.
for? How long have you been? How long have you worked at Bria Sci for?
Me?
Yes, you.
A long time.
Sam, we need assistance.
Tom, help.
What?
Good question. It was all asking Cain questions, but it's like, oh,
I don't
DM,
know.
help.
Has anyone?
I don't know.
Does anyone have any idea where she is?
I mean, you could ask Sam.
No, not after what I just did.
Could ask Sam. Wait,
She is one of your targets. You could ask Sam.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he could. You know what? I think he'll try. He'll try and ask for a sign. He's gonna go pray.
Okay.
And he doesn't know if he'll get that direct response or if he'll get a gesture or whatever. He's asking if there's a sign. And
You head into your house. You head into your house.
Yeah, he'll head to his house.
Whilst Sinza and Mirrors are going to practice.
Yeah.
You are doing as we described your training. You are trying to learn to kind of sit in the seat with the Lycan. At this point, it's weird because every time you're kind of thrown out of yourself, you just can't seem to see Mirrors as a threat.
No. Release
so
a
you're
ball.
just kind of there, and it's just kind of discomfort of hyperactivity that you can't do anything about, because there's nothing to hunt. Cain, roll me a religion check, buddy.
6.
Oh no.
Oh. This sucks.
6.
6, yeah.
Right. You ask for guidance. You ask for her to give you something, anything. And after a few hours of nothing, you are sat beneath her a little from being sat down. You are head bowed, trying to grasp anything. You are shown an image. Grey sand. Dead trees. A long, stretching openness of nothing. As if all of the life here had been stripped. As if this place never recovered after the First Era. You can roll me a history check to see if you can recognize where this is.
3. 14. Hoping that's enough.
You've never been there.
Mm.
From what you understand, anyone that goes there does not live very long. At the very top of Sith is an area known as the Deadlands. It is a very unmapped section of Sith. Someone like you might be able to survive that. Someone like the rest of your party wouldn't last 5 minutes.
I'm gonna ponder on it for a moment. Kind of tidy up his house a bit before heading back. Just kind of like anything out of place, you'll just kind of put it back in place if anything's moved. More so like, has Katya been in my fucking house again? You know?
Give me an investigation check.
Fuck's sake.
What book did she
Motherfucker.
take?
Okay, that's a good roll.
The Kama Sutra. God fucking damn it.
Oh, okay. That's 15.
A couple of books have been moved. They're not missing, but they've been moved.
At least she's put them back, so... Alright, whatever. She's putting them back, that's fine.
You've been in and out.
Alright.
She's made the most of your time away.
I think, you know what? I think Cain's going to probably go find her anyway, because he wants Sinza to also train with someone that is very nimble.
Okay. Yeah,
I think it'd
so
be good for
while
Sinza to
Sinza's
train.
training, you go and seek out Katya. Katya's on one of the other aisles. These ones are connected by road, by rope bridges across the tides. So, sort of some areas are easier to access than others. And she's talking with some others. I am going to fix her accent because she's not meant to sound like Zani. I
not
just
Zani.
did not know what I was doing.
Mhm, that's okay.
We gave you bad
And she
intel.
smiles as she sees you come over. Hello, Cain.
Hey, hello, Katya. Are you busy at the moment?
I mean, if you say that socializing is busy, then yes. But other than that, no.
It's perfectly fine if you want to stay socializing. I was wondering...
You don't usually ask me for something unless you need it.
I was wondering if you would be willing to help Sinza with some training.
Yeah. She kind of looks at you like, absolutely. Sure. Do you want me to go now?
Yeah, I think it would be do us some good fighting a faster opponent.
She comes to visit you, Sinza. You see kind of Katya skipping along behind Cain as Cain is making his way back. You've just kind of come down from the high of having turned and come back quite quickly.
Mhm.
So you're a little sweaty.
She's kind of pressed on her knees, like panting, like there's like sweat dripping like from her fur. But she sees Katya and she like offers a smile.
You look a little tired.
Fuck this. Fuck.
You get used to it. I have to do it like a couple of times a month as well.
Do you usually like see like stars when you sorry, just give me get this pain.
Mirrus has knelt next to you and is trying to get you to do a breathing exercise.
Fuck off with your breathing exercise.
Look, I'm trying to help. As he's like trying to get you to breathe in and out in a like slower and make you less dizzy. King, what do you need me to do?
Well, I think it would be good to have some sparring with someone that's a bit quicker.
Okay.
This is an unfair advantage. She's gonna kick my ass. This is unfair advantage.
Well, you'll learn how to deal with a faster opponent that is outclassing you.
I know how to make you turn quick.
Can I have some like orange, just like do you guys have orange slices? Can I just like 5 minutes? Then I'm
Get
good.
your breath, and then we'll start.
Oh
I could jumpstart it if you want.
fuck. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Go. Yep.
She rolls her shoulders, and as
Oh,
her head
God.
kind of tilts up, it's almost like this instantaneous. Watching it from the outside is really quite jarring. Seeing somebody's neck kind of elongate, her body kind of shift out of shape. There's this crack of bones as like parts of her kind of change shape into almost this hyena-like skeletal lichen.
What a woman.
Oh, what a woman! As she turns, that sudden primal fear rips into you, Sinza, and you feel the lichen panic.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that pressure, like thumping against your ribs, as if let me out.
I want to wait till she gets really close to me, and then I just want to like, yeah. I have an image in mind.
Mirrus takes a step back
Yeah, please, Mirrus.
and kind of stays near Cain, as she kind of draws her head close to you. There's
Mhm.
this primal growl, and those blue eyes are kind of staring into you, and you are reminded of the white lichen.
As she kind of like prowls closer, Sinza kind of like, from where she was sitting crouched, she kind of sits up. And the closer and closer she gets, the two kind of hands, the kind of clawed hands, the Lycan just like shoot free and just clasp around her snout and kind of pull her down to the ground as the rest of the Lycan kind of crawls free of the body, just dripping with this kind of black ooze. And just kind of like try just to push her back as the Lycan is pulling free, this kind of long snarling sound leaving her as she frees herself.
So the two of you move into kind of a more wooded area, and she kind of almost like playfully tries to coax you to follow her.
Mm-hmm.
The Lycan and you are both shoulder to shoulder. And it's a weird sensation of you know it's Katya.
Mm-hmm.
The Lycan sees that as an ally.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you are kind of in agreement for the first time that whatever you are facing right now is not a threat, but something to get strong, something to aspire towards. As she kind of turns herself back to look at you with these hollowed out skull-like eyes, and there is this kind of growl in the back of her throat.
Give me your best shot.
Sinza, who had kind of like prowled to follow her in these kind of long paces, the head kind of slowly moving towards her, like with these kind of like interesting gazes, kind of pushes herself back, almost like she's ready to pounce, and then just like shoots forward with these two claws to try and like pin her to the ground to take out the target before it can attack.
Roll me an athletics.
Yeah. Oh, we're so close to a 15. God damn it.
Okay.
Oh no.
As you pounce at her, her head ducks underneath you. And you kind of slide on top of her and she just flips you over.
Oh, it's like a sack of
You
potatoes.
go flying over the back of her head and hit the tree behind her. And she kind of like lets out that almost hyena-like laugh as she turns around to look at you.
Come on, I know you can do better than that.
Since who'd been flipped like a sack of potatoes, the neck is kind of stuck under her body as she's kind of sat like upside down. But she as from like where she's sitting, there's like this creak of bone as like the like neck kind of cracks to face towards her as she mimics the hyena cackle and then kind of scrambles to her feet, like dirt just flicking everywhere as she does so. And again tries the same to like just try and pin her.
You are not a panicked animal. You can focus.
As you need to roll me another athletics.
Okay. No. Oh no.
As your movements are quite wild, they're no less strong. As you kind of slam your body weight into her because you do not quite make the jump that you were hoping, you weren't able to get the footing. You kind of skid a little as you get up and then just move before you're able to stop it. You feel that that is the Lycan pushing rather than you having control and listening to Katya. As she kind of moves out of the way of you, takes a bit of the brunt of your weight, but it just kind of spins her around on the spot, and she's able to keep kind of her front legs planted quite deeply into the floor. And she keeps taunting, as if she's trying to push you to overpower the Lycan. Because this is what she was made to do.
Sinza, I think the Lycan kind of shaking its head, fur kind of flowing as she does so. She tries to pull forward that intelligence that Sinza has in combat. And she's pushing and pushing, and she kind of feels something come together as she does so. And the kind of elongated legs take a few steps back. And she's looking for these almost like weaknesses in Katya. She's looking for where she's leaning her weight, where she can kind of knock her off balance. Instead of just attacking, she's looking for those weaknesses.
Okay. Roll me athletics at advantage.
Okay. Advantage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yes.
You are she moves, but your head snaps as you were almost expecting the movement. She seems to be playing quite defensive. As you have grown wise to her tactics, that is Sinza's strategic nature starting to kind of kick in, of like the barbarian can follow where you're going. And you're able to kind of watch her move, twist your body as you're about to take off, just as she's kind of dodging out of the way, and you manage to pin her. Your body kind of gets on top of her, pin back a few of the legs, your head very close to hers, kind of more open. And there is that kind of giggle again, before one of her feet plants into your ribs. And she is kind of struggling to almost push you off. She doesn't seem to have the same amount of strength as you, but she is certainly dexterous. She's a lot faster than you are, but she doesn't have the power behind the swings that you currently have. And as you two are kind of wrestling, you're starting to almost feel like the Lycan's feelings are yours. Those same feelings you get when you rage. It's starting to kind of meld together as if it's like primal instinct, rather than something disembodied that's trying to puppeteer you. You are moving in conjunction with its movements. And it gets easier the more that you're kind of scrapping with her. You draw blood. She draws blood. The two of you are kind of really kind of going at it, with Miris and Cain kind of stood on the sidelines watching. And Miris turns his head ever so slightly to Cain. She learns fast.
She does. I'm faster than some of the others.
You understand that while you're traveling, she will.
Pardon?
You understand that while she's traveling with you, she will be in your hands.
Well, it's a good thing she's a fast learner then.
Let's hope that this applies to people who are not of her ilk, let's say. Your other companions.
Well, at least they're aware of it.
Contain it enough.
They're, from what I've seen, all very capable with fighting and magic. I think it'll be enough for me to deal with. If they were not as proficient with combat, I would not feel as confident.
Mordhouse has been working on something I think you might be interested in. Some vague magic items. He's not really been telling me the details of how they've been made, but they are crests that, if worn to a Lycan, they will look like one of them. It's still in development. Should you come back from your travels at some point, perhaps we will have them available for you and your party.
That would be very useful.
Having the Lycan think that it's not alone while it fights will make it strong. It is a little bit of a mind manipulation. Eventually it may grow wise to these sorts of magics. It depends on Sinza's own magical ability, but she is still a young 𝘏𝘏𝘬𝘭𝘥.
Maybe for emergency use then, rather than regular use.
Yeah, perhaps. There are distant sounds of scrapping and blood being spilled, and like this howling that Sinza's Lycan is able to manipulate sound in this way. It's able to recreate noises it's heard, recreate noises in ways that inflict fear.
You hear your own voice a few times as well, Cain.
It's a jarring sensation to hear Sinza's voice out of that mouth. You hear it recreate Lyre's voice. and you watch as Katya falters. As if it wasn't expecting that. As if it wasn't expecting the sound of someone that she got to spend a little bit of time with suddenly throws her off in combat, and you are able to toss her into a tree. She goes through it. There's splinters of wood as she goes flying through it, collapses in a heap on the floor, and doesn't get back up. It bows its head to you as if, that's it, I'm done.
Odin. Sinza returns the kind of low bow. And
she kind of shrinks back down into the half-elf on the floor. She looks pretty beaten up. She kind of pushes herself back up, wipes some of the blood from her nose. That was good. Yeah, she's sweet like a tree. She's clearly taken quite a lot of injury from you.
mm-hmm. Sinza still in her Lycan form. She kind of like very slowly makes her way over and kind of like puts her head down to just kind of like, I guess, push her shoulder. It's like a comfort. Sorry, my audio just cut out.
You feel her wrap her hands around each side of your head. She places her forehead against the skull. You're beautiful, you know.
There's like a silence for a time, and then this kind of low purr sound, like the same sound that Icarus makes. She's mimicking the sound.
We're a family now.
Kin.
She gives you kind of a little kind of tap on your head with her forehead. You can cut back now, Sinza.
There is this
Real wisdom save advantage.
Ooh, okay. Natural 20.
With her guiding you and the gentle touch of her hands against yours, despite what looks like her knuckles being kind of bloodied, as if she's gotten into a fist fight, the change back is painless. As if you're just exhaling some air and just letting out that pressure, and before you know it, you're stood next to her. And her hands are still gently resting against yours. You're kind of hunched over.
Mm-hmm.
See, that wasn't so bad.
Sinza just pulls
Everything's
her into
sore.
a gentle hug.
You
And
have
black
injury.
eye, covered in bruises. But there's like this kind of soft, joy-filled laugh that leaves Sinza. Finally. I
You're
don't...
getting there. You're doing better than I was.
I felt like...
Oh. That's a thought. Yeah, no, Cain would have felt that. Sorry.
Mhm. Yep.
So, one, from Katya when she was holding Sinza, you felt like almost like sisterly love.
Mhm.
Like a familial bond, as if like, this is somebody I care about. It's like a warmth in the center of your chest. It's a feeling you feel often amongst the Lycan on Bria's side. When Katya heard the Lyre mimic, the sensation you felt was odd. It's almost like, how do I word that? Surprise, certainly. Taken off guard, very much taken off guard. It was a hesitation of, I don't want to hurt this person.
Oh.
If the Lycan was feeling that, then Katya has trained the Lycan to think that Lyre is an ally. In the time that Lyre's been training, Katya did not want to hurt Lyre.
Oh.
So for the past 2 weeks, she's put in the effort to make the Lycan think Lyre is an ally. So she likes him, clearly. She likes him enough to put in that effort. And that's not easy training.
I think Sinza, as she's kind of walking back over to Cain, with Katya in tow, she's kind of like thinking back on the fight. She's trying to think like, okay, well, I can improve here, I can improve here. Okay, well, I did that. Why? This. When I was mimicking voices, you faltered?
That's not an ability I've heard any of us be able to do.
No other like it?
We have mixed abilities. Some of us are able to use 𝘞𝘰𝘭𝘤𝘰 while we're in that state.
That's all an interesting. My question is why falter with Lyre's name or Lyre's voice?
She looks at you. Roll me an insight check.
This is two going.
I'm so
I have
glad
a +5
she's
to
catching
insight.
it before Lyre. I'm so glad. Yes!
Someone give me inspiration. I want this.
She.
Don't you dare use that inspiration, you bitch.
I already used it.
The only thing you notice about her expression is that her eyes remain kind of solidly staring at you, but you watch as she bites the inside of her cheek. For a moment.
Do you?
I wasn't expecting to hear a friend's voice.
You didn't falter with Cain's.
I know Cain well,
Hmm.
and I'm used to that one. I hear him talking quite regularly, but I just wasn't expecting it.
Does she look nervous, or like what's the vibe?
She's quite straight back, as if she's not quite telling you the whole truth, but you can't figure out what she's hiding.
Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk about it? Or...
No.
Oh, you don't want to. Okay, well now I'm even more curious, Katya. If you had just said like, no, it's fine, I'd be less intrigued. But now that you've answered
Know
it
that
that way,
feeling when you look at somebody and like you see them for the first time and they're just really pretty,
yeah.
and you're like, oh, this person seems nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we don't get many people who aren't Lycans or dead on this island, so we don't see many types of people. And when you see somebody that you're like, oh wow, they're really pretty, and then you go, oh, I like listening to him talk.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because he has a nice voice, and I hope that training was useful. Okay, bye.
No, wait,
I
need to know more. Come back.
Away. She's like, no. She's kind of limping as she kind of waddles away. She's like, Cain, I'll get you to fix that up later. Bye.
Right, okay.
Runs off.
Sinza runs over to Cain. Cain, you will know. Cain, I need to ask you a serious question. Have you ever seen Katya act that way? Is it like Katya's pretty like?
Mm-hmm.
I think Katya has a crush.
It's very rare to see Katya nervous. She's usually almost like overconfident.
Well, it's combat, so.
What do you mean it's combat? Not on me. On like So here's the. So during that fight, I can mimic voices and stuff like that, and I mimic Lyre's voice, and then Katya faltered
Right.
at Lyre's voice, so I could
I
could take the pin.
noticed.
Yeah.
Cain, with your passive perception, Mirrors is trying not to laugh.
Also, Cain,
He's
you were
just like-
feeling like giddiness right now, my guy.
I didn't feel anything. He's gonna start turning away.
No, please don't do this to me as well. I need to talk to someone about this. No one wants to talk about it with me. And I
That's
can't
what-
ask Lyre.
Okay.
So that's what Morthouse is talking about, right?
Look,
Mm.
because I can feel what everyone's feeling. Sometimes sharing it feels a little rude. I don't always want to share it.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, did you feel something on Katya? Is there something you're not telling? Is there something you're not? No, Cain,
Lyre.
please. Cain, please.
Where's Lyre?
Cain immediately leaves to go to his house.
I'm going to my
And crash tackle Cain. No. Tell me.
Tell me everything. He's going to his house.
I'm just holding onto his leg as he's
going the
walking
same
away.
way, though.
Please, Cain. Please tell me.
That's canon now. He's doing the thing where he's like lifting his leg, he's like dragging her along.
Please,
Right,
Cain.
let go.
Tell me,
Please.
Cain. Need to know. What did you feel?
We are going to do a little bit of an expedite. There's 2 weeks have passed on Bria's side. Cain never told you, Sinza.
No, I was just about to ask at what point did Cain tell me? God fucking damn it.
At least while he's here,
While he's
it is not. It is his secret to keep. It is not his to tell. Duncan has been on and off of the ship. You've seen him a few times. You've spent evenings with him, telling you that he's been wandering around, getting to know some of the other Lycans, and they've been enjoying kind of spending time with somebody who's not quite from the Isle. He's been selling them something.
No.
You have noticed a few of the Lycan being almost drowsier than normal.
Did he turn them into addicts?
Oh,
Fuck's sake. There would be as well.
Oh my god. Yeah, don't fucking like it, don't do it. As those 2 weeks kind of come to an end, a handful of you are sat around Mirrors' house in the late evening. And Morthouse has kind of frowned and as he sat down, and he's given you his kind of usual tea. That storm is getting closer. I'm wondering if I should prepare the Isles for practice, let's say. That we should keep the place a bit safer if it is to reach mainland.
Might be for the best.
I don't know what's causing it, but I do not want to get caught up in the storm. Lyre.
Remind me, when we were on the ship, Lyre made a perception check into that storm, and it was coming from the borderlands, right?
It was, yeah.
Okay. It might be an idea. Specifically, if you can, I would read up. And this is just a hunch. I don't know if it's actually coming from her. But I think the Blood Mother, this is her doing. So it might be an idea to read up on hag magic.
I believe it to be a hag.
I know it's a hag.
Perhaps I will do a trip to the mainland. Take a few with me. And we'll find a library, perhaps either in Abraham or maybe further inland.
Lyre.
We have a few contracts have come in, so we'll be making a trip anyway.
Yes, Sinza.
What's next for us now?
We have options. We could head back to the city of Isle of Gold. Get ready for the ring.
We could head straight to the world warp if we wanted to. I can message, is it
Genka.
Genka?
Genka.
Genka, thank you. I can send Genka a message along the way, let them know that we are on our way. I need to reach out to Avi and see how he's doing with the teleportation circle. See if we have a way back home if needed. Or Lyre sort of just looks out to the storm. There's that.
We know what the Bloody Mother holds.
We do.
How fast is this storm spreading?
It's been on the horizon for quite some time. Considering in those 2 weeks that you have been here, that it has travelled enough for me to start warranting protection. It's either spreading or it's moving. I'm not sure. Can't see on the other side of it, you see.
If it is my hunch, it could be tracking us also.
Then I will monitor it as you leave. If it follows you or retreats, then at least we know that. I will then write to you.
You got me here, so if there's anything that you want to do or need to do now, I'm willing to follow.
Nothing aside from wanting to go to a library. I need to find a book on Celestials, specifically their language. And I also need to look more into Ascension.
Duncan also pipes out that because of that hiccup he saw in the Astral Sea, that might be also worth investigating. He recommends the Whisperfields. He says to you there is a great library there, held by the Fae. Perhaps there is something there that may not be accessible to other mortals, that may be beneficial to you.
How far is the Whisperfields from here?
Far south, past the borderlands.
So we'd have to weather a storm, or we could stop along the way.
There are always other methods you could travel.
Go around.
We could go... I'm looking at the map now. Sinza pulls the map from her pouch, and she kind of lays it out on the table. We could cut down to this school bridge, and then go down, maybe catch a ferry or another boat through to the Whisperfields if we wanted to.
You'd be travelling
That's right around
very
my village.
close by to where you live.
Yeah. We could go see Damius.
Go visit Damius.
Want to meet a crazy old alchemist?
Yes.
His house is always a mess, so I can't guarantee we'll be staying there. But the people there are nice. And good
Duncan
food.
says that he can get you to the coast nearby without getting caught in the storm. Or at least catching maybe the tail end of it, if you're lucky.
Okay. When would you want to leave?
It is about a 2-month journey.
Ooh.
On water.
Oh!
Land would be longer, wouldn't it?
Unless you teleport. But you don't know of teleportation circles in that area.
But she has a coin that knows where Damius.
Damius.
You can teleport straight to Damius' house. You have the teleport coin.
But
that is a place you have been before and know well.
We would be leaving Duncan's crew in Briasai.
Oh no.
Duncan assures you the crew can handle themselves and will probably take themselves back to Abraham, where they can moor up or somewhere where they are less likely to get Grim arrested.
Wait.
They're like Duncan says that like we can message them to bring the ship to a certain area, but it will take them time to get there.
Can I just with us going to my village, is there a likelihood of the songbird being there?
The songbird, no.
No?
Somebody else
Oh,
you knew.
fuck's
perhaps.
sake. Yep. Okay. Fuck.
One of Sinza's many exes.
my
Got
seven
it.
evil exes.
Yeah.
Fucking Kaz,
Mhm.
fucking have him.
You good?
Huh? What do you mean?
You just sort of like strangled the air for a second.
No, I'm thinking about combat strategies for if I'm like awoken in the night. It's fine. It's cool. Also, there is a possibility that if we go to my town, we may run into a situationship of mine that didn't end in well.
Sinza,
Cain,
what is-
how's she feeling?
Cain,
History.
Sinza, how is Cain feeling currently? Just real quick.
Just feeling like I want to say rage mixed with like what is rage and confusion? I'll give you. I think
She's horny.
I didn't want to say sexual frustration, but also like
I'm not going to share that, but I'm more concerned if we bump into them now.
Cain crosses his legs.
we just hear a thud from under the table.
Rose undead. Don't think any blood flow is going anywhere, buddy.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? No!
Give the man
Give me
erection.
this!
They have a pulse.
Virgin!
Give the man erection.
I'm so mad. Alright, time to rewrite stuff.
Oh
He's
my
a
god, you're
bullshit-
King
Forced
Cuck.
asexual. Okay. Be LGBT. No. Sinza, roll me a history check.
Oh yes. It is Kaz, right? Who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
That guy I slept with that one time. That's how you remember him.
He's a drug lord of some
I
kind, isn't
I
he?
can't even read right now. Thinking about this interaction. There we go. There it is.
And who the fuck is Songbird?
We don't talk about it. I made a
Well,
mistake.
it's not even a proper. It's not even like
Okay.
a proper eggs. It's just like I slept with him one time. I'm like, okay.
The village leader.
She stole so much.
Silver Zilraman.
Yeah.
Is an elf who knows the Borderlands like the back of his hand.
Ooh.
Perhaps
Ooh.
somebody you could talk to.
Sinza will relay the information.
Did you fuck him?
No, liar. I didn't fuck him. Even though he probably would have enjoyed it. But no, I didn't. I didn't fuck him.
Okay. So good terms there. Okay.
There's Damius, who's great. There's the mayor.
Okay.
Sylvan?
Silver.
My memory my memories are kind of going. I forgot his name. What's his name again?
It's in your journal.
I know. Him. And
Oh yes.
then there's a few other people that you'll probably meet while we're there as well who I have.
Fuck.
No, there's just there's two, but the one who I'm worried about mostly isn't going to be there, so it's going to be fine.
Why are you worried exactly? Sorry, Mirrors. Don't mind us.
I'm going to tell you this in confidence because you want to know more about me.
Okay.
I need you to not be like, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna judge so hard.
So when I first had my transformation, I woke up without any memories and Damius took
Right.
me in. So I was living in this little village for a few years
Okay.
and I met this very lovely lady who
Don't do that.
was very nice to me and understood me to an extent. But I was very frustrated in my lack of memories. And I took a lot of that frustration out in arguments.
Right.
And,
Unprocessed trauma?
yeah. I treated her more like a therapist than a partner. And, we kind of went our separate ways, and then I slept with Kaz because I needed to feel something, and that's a really bad thing for me to have done.
What's their relation to Kaz?
I don't think there's a relation there. It was...
He was somebody who was passing through,
Oh, okay.
and the next morning he was gone. So you haven't seen him, and you don't know what's really become of him and whether he's visited since. Damius would tell you.
Okay.
Man. Love is crazy. I don't get it. It's weird. Oh, curiosity, not love. What?
Huh? No, I'm just reading your body language.
Cain, you instantly feel both Mirrors and Mordhouse almost kind of like... You know?
No!
And
Cain is just sitting there like,
What are you smiling at as he looks at Cain?
I'm not smiling.
Mirrors is trying not to laugh again.
Why are your legs crossed?
With that, we are going to end the session.
He's being very polite.
He's allowed to.
A gentleman.
We will see you all next week.
Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cain has a boner.
Give him his boner back!